Florence met Daniel on a bright Sunday afternoon. He had a gentle smile, a calm voice, and the kind of confidence that made people trust him instantly. He worked a good job, spoke respectfully, promised her peace. Everyone said she was lucky, and Florence believed them. The wedding was beautiful. Music, laughter, and celebration. But while everyone watched her smile, nobody noticed how tightly he held her wrist when she laughed too loud. That was the first warning. Florence ignored. Marriage changed slowly. It started with questions. Where were you? Who were you with? Then came the silence. Cold, heavy, uncomfortable. Until one night, silence broke with a slap. Florence froze. Not because it hurt, but because she didn't recognize the man in front of her. He said, "I'm sorry." He said, "It won't happen again." And Florence believed him, because sometimes love disguises violence as a mistake. The next morning, nothing happened. At least, that's what Florence told the world. She covered the bruise with powder, wore a smile, like everything was fine. When her mother visited, Daniel laughed, joked, acted like the perfect husband. Florence laughed too, but her eyes were quietly asking for help. In a house full of noise, she was disappearing. In silence, the apologies stopped. The silence stayed, and the violence grew. What used to shock her became something she expected. Don't talk to anyone.
Please, I can explain.
Don't leave this house.
You're not going anywhere.
Her phone became quiet. Her world became smaller. The man she married slowly disappeared, and the one who remained needed control, not love. Florence didn't notice. She wasn't living anymore. She was surviving. Days turned into weeks, and Florence stopped stepping outside. Not because she wanted to stay, but because Daniel said no. You don't need to work. Everything you need is in this house. Her phone grew silent. Her world grew smaller. Only one person kept going out, Daniel. And somewhere next door, someone was watching and saying nothing. That night felt different. The pain was too much. Florence couldn't wait anymore. Daniel wasn't home. So, for the first time, she stepped outside alone, just to get help, just to feel relief. She thought she'd be quick, but she didn't know. Daniel was already on his way back. When Florence walked in, something felt wrong. The air was heavy. The silence was different. Then his voice, "Didn't I warn you?" Anger turned into rage. Rage turned into something else. Something uncontrollable. That night, the line was crossed, and Florence never walked out again. Silence filled the room. Not anger anymore. Not shouting. Just silence. Daniel stood there, staring at what he had done. Unknowingly to him, a close neighbor was recording. For the first time, fear replaced control. But fear didn't stop him. It made him think. Midnight came, and he quickly came up with a plan to dispose of Florence's body in an unknown area. And with it, a decision, not to confess, but to hide the truth. Morning came, like nothing had happened. The house was quiet, too quiet. Daniel picked up his phone and made the call. I haven't seen her. I told her not to go out. I don't know where she is. A lie after another, but somewhere, the truth was already waiting to be heard. The neighbor stepped forward, not with words, but with proof. Everything recorded, every movement, every moment. The truth couldn't hide anymore. Daniel denied it all, until the video played. And just like that, his silence became evidence. They took him away, not as a husband, but as a suspect. Anything you say will be used against you in court. The same voice that once controlled her, now trembling, Daniel didn't lose control that day. He lost everything. But Florence was already gone. And this is how many stories end. Not because love was missing, but because warning signs were ignored. If someone truly loves you, they will not destroy you. Pain is not proof of love. Fear is not marriage. Silence is not peace. Some people are not surviving relationships. They are surviving danger. If they hit you once, speak up. If they control your life, seek help. Because staying silent can cost everything. Florence's story is over, but yours does not have to end the same way.